Hello and welcome to Wicklow Good News with me, Jillian Godsil. Today I am delighted to be joined by Cathal Kehoe, who is the founder of the Wicklow Soap Company. Good morning and welcome to the show, Cathal.
Good morning, Jillian. How are you?
Very good indeed. Now, this is a very special company, actually, because not only are you a founder in the company, your two children, Conan, aged 7, and Aoibhin, aged 5, nearly 6, they are also the CEOs of the company.
That's right. Yeah, they've a lot of very strong personalities. So, they run quite an efficient business here in County Wicklow.
I'm very impressed. So, did this idea come from the lockdown? I mean, how did you get the idea of making a soap company? Where did that come from?
Well, initially, the grain of the idea was, last year and a few years prior to that, there was a big focus globally about reducing plastic in the household. And I felt that one area that was been overlooked was the bathroom. So in the bathroom, you've got, your shampoo bottle, your conditioner bottle, your hand soap bottle, and all that is quite hard plastics and it's hard to break down. So I just thought of an idea of maybe making bars of soap again. And when I looked into it, you can get shampoo bars of soap, you can get hand soap and body soap and things like that. And plus, just even from a distribution point of view, they're easy to put your letterboxes and things, and you don't really need courier companies as such. So I just started doing that, and
so how do you start off? I mean, like I say, you're using goat's milk, and we'll talk about the properties of that in a minute. So you weren't actually going milking your goats. So did you have to find a supplier that would give you, how much of the soap were you given, and how much do you have to manufacture, if you like?
Well, it's sort of one of the unique parts of our business is that we make your soap to order. So if you go onto our website, there's different soap bases you can select from and different fragrances you can add, and we'll make that to order. So, but the soap that I get is sort of pre-made as such, and we just put them into formers and let them set along with the fragrance that you select. But no, I don't have a herd of goats up in the mountain there, up in the Sugarloaf or anything like that. No, it's all pre-made as such.
Okay, and then you actually, say you put it together, so you personalize it with whatever fragrance the purchaser wants. So I was reading on your website, goat's milk. I mean, normally we make soap from tallow, don't we? And goat's milk is a different thing altogether, and it has some amazing properties. Do you want to tell me some of the properties of goat's milk?
Well, it's naturally rich in fatty acid, and that keeps the skin nourished and moisturized. And it's also high in lactic acid, which helps like exfoliate the skin, and especially people with acne and things like that. Goat's milk would be very good for them to use,
And I see also it's anti-inflammatory and anti-aging.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I use it every day. But yeah, it's anti-aging. Yeah, and same with donkey milk. They've quite similar properties.
So how come donkey milk and would cow's milk be as good?
I haven't come across cow's milk yet. That's been honest. I haven't seen it in any of the soaps yet. Not to say that it probably couldn't be, but it's something that our CEO hasn't tried yet.
And which CEO is that now? Is that Conan or Aoibhin? Who's going to make that decision?
I'm not getting into that argument. I'm staying way away. Let the two of them think they're the CEO. And
well, that's true. That's good. And donkey milk, that's weird too as well, isn't it? I've never heard of donkey milk being used as a basis for soap.
Yeah, I know, and I get the same reaction from everybody. It's relatively new, I think, to the market, but nobody thought you could even milk a donkey. And it always reminds me of that film, Meet the Fockers, and they're at the dinner table with Robert De Niro, and they're saying you can nearly milk anything, So I never knew you could milk a donkey, but apparently you can. But donkey milk will help reduce like skin irritation. Helps raise wrinkles on the skin. It helps protect against bacterial infections. And also it's very high in vitamin C, B1, B6, B12, and vitamin E. So there's a lot of really good properties in goat's milk, and it's, like I said, it's relatively new, relatively unheard of. In fact, virtually totally unheard of. I think there is a company in the west of Ireland, and they do an awful lot with donkey milk, and they export it to the US. So they're doing quite
Because
well.
I have heard of like things like olive oil as a basis, as an alternative to tallow. People who are vegetarian, whatever, who don't want to use animal products, would say goat and donkey I had never heard of. That's kind of amazing. So I was also,
Yeah.
when I was reading up before speaking with you, there's quite a lot of chemistry involved. Do you have your children, sorry, have the CEOs learned some chemistry from their work here?
No, no, not no, not at all. Really, they love just mixing up all the ingredients and then pouring it in, and then they're straight out the door again, playing with their friends on the swings and out in the green again. So the and then of course when we do have some sales and we do have some business come in, a part of the business that I'm trying to get across to them is, say for example, like one of our hand sanitizers is €4, and say if a friend buys it off us and gives us the €4 in cash, that they don't get to keep all that €4. We give them €1 each, and then they tell them then the other two has to go back into the business because we had to buy the product. So, but
How do they
I
do they
actually.
appreciate that, or do they get you across, or?
Oh no, 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 absolutely. No, they really, really do get it, and it actually gets them behind the business a lot more. Conan was looking for a Pokemon ball there the other day, and they're €20. Like, I mean, they're not cheap. But I said because we sold so much hand sanitizer and bars of soap and that I was able to buy it for you. So I think it does give them a bit of an appreciation.
At such a
I
young
think he got
age.
annoyed that he was. I think he was consulted on the where the money's being reinvested. So, but he was happy enough that it was invested into a Pokeball.
That's cool. So you yourself, you had a full-time job in Aer Lingus, but because of COVID, you're down to a part-time job. So
That's correct.
this soap company is a serious business for you.
Yeah, it's certainly become that. I was just very much testing the waters at the beginning, and it was just bars of soap. Uh, then COVID happened, and I looked into getting into hand sanitizer or hand gel. But of course, there was a worldwide shortage on alcohol and aloe vera to a degree. So my supplier got the rubbing alcohol back in and the aloe vera. So I started making up gel, and then I come up with the name Well Gel. So and I noticed a lot of the sanitizers out there, there's no fragrance in them. It's got a really strong alcohol smell. So we add different fragrances. There's coconut, there's lavender, there's bubblegum.
I saw the bubble gum. That's nice. The kids won't
Yeah,
mind getting
yeah.
clean. And tell me, you know how you said it started off as an impulse to get rid of all the plastic in the bathroom. So can these soaps be used for your face, for your body, and for your hair? Can they be used as shampoo as well, or do you need different ones?
Yeah, so there's the shampoo one, which you use just for your hair, and then you can use any of the other ones. We have shea butter as well, which acts as a good moisturizer, and it helps protect against eczema, and it provides natural protection from UV light. That's one of the soap bases that we have. Another one is SLS-free soap, which is sodium lauryl sulfate, which is like a foaming agent that's used in some of the soaps. Some people can have an allergy towards that. So, but you can use that as a body soap. Then we have another new one, carrot, cucumber, and aloe vera soap base. So, and then you can add a fragrance into that. But actually, for that one, I wouldn't really add a fragrance personally because it actually smells quite nice as it is. But yeah, any of the soaps you can use in your body, and then we have a shampoo one as well that you can use for your hair.
So how fast is the business growing? Do how many clients do you have? You need to get new premises? What's the roadmap looking like for the Wicklow Soap Company?
The roadmap. Well, it'll depend. I've an appointment at the end of the month with the local enterprise office, and I think we might need to start looking at expanding into, because at the moment we're making all the products from home, but we're going to have to look at business unit, I think, pretty soon. And again, especially for the hand gels and the sanitizer. We're finding actually there's a lot of local schools getting in touch with us, looking to buy some of the product, and some of the orders, you know, we could be looking at 500, 1,000 units. So if we're looking at those kind of figures, we
It's
definitely need
serious.
to. It's serious, yeah,
That
yeah,
is
and
phenomenal.
it is, it really is, and it's great. And the unique selling point of what the people love about it is the name well gel, the containers that we use. They're quite easy for kids to hold, and the pumps, and the fragrances in them as well. You know, we're getting into Kilruddery Market. Actually, I collected my new business cards today, so I've got those up and running, and yeah, so and we've got our insurance sorted out, and we're totally, you know, 100% up and running, you know.
That is very exciting. Well, I can only encourage people to go to the website, the Wicklow Soap Company.ie, and especially for the profiles of the joint CEOs of Conan and Aoibhin. I just love the whole idea. And what's nice too as well is when I read it first, I thought it was a kind of a hobby. But from what you're saying now, it's a serious business, and your children could be CEOs of like a profitable business within a very short period of time, and they haven't even finished primary school.
I know, amazing.
The world is
I'm
their
so proud
oyster.
of them. Wow.
Well, thank you so much indeed, Cathal. That's a lovely story and lovely products. And again, I advise people go and have a look at the website. It's the Wicklow Soap Company.ie, and it's run, well, founded by Cathal Kehoe, but his two children, Conan and Aoibhin, 7 and 5 respectively, are the joint CEOs. And what an amazing job they're doing. Thank you very much indeed, Cathal, for your time today.
Thank you, Jillian. Thank you so much. Take care.
And thank you to Marlena Murphy producing, Gavin Dowd on sound. And until next time, be good, be safe, and keep on helping others. Oh, and wash your hands.
Thanks.